Liquid Lunch quick hit. Right now, I'm going to show you in the old shot there. Boom, one Caleb Wilson joining us from all the way down in Pearland. Caleb, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man.
Good. I'm going to hit this, and hopefully this does the two shot. Ah, I did it. Good. All right. Where's Kennedy when you need him? Right? The one time he's not here, it's like,
Yeah,
what are you going to do? Anyway, what's up, man? We're here to celebrate you guys, you and your beer, and all the goodness. You are a grand champion. You are a medal winner. You are one of the greatest brewers in all the country. How
yeah.
does
I
it feel?
guess what 20 categories.
Yeah. How does it
For
feel?
those.
Is it like one of the best feelings ever? Can I move? Let's see if I can do that.
No, you know what? It's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. So, U.S. Open Beer Championships. They just released all the winners. When was it? It was this week, right?
Sunday. What was that? Um, Santa Claus Day or whatever. Saint Nick Day.
Oh, St. Nicholas Day. Was that the 6th? I think the 6th.
Yes,
All right.
I believe.
Cool. There, little liquid lunch bug for you. So you were the winner of a fabulous prize, as we talk about here around the Christmas time. It was a fabulous prize, a gold medal for your. Well, I'm not going to take all your. I'll let you explain your beer that you crafted with your hands and your grains and your hops, in the category of.
Honey. The
That's
honey
sweet.
beer. But yeah,
That's super sweet.
it very. Actually, it's really subtle. You get the honey on the back end, but no more pun. Yeah, you know I like a good pun.
Yeah, honey puns. It's.
So you want to know about the beer?
I want to know all about the beer.
All about the beer. You know what's funny is this beer was not even supposed to be made.
Mm.
We had a person tell us that he had some local honey,
Mm-hmm.
and I needed to make a beer to build up yeast for our Doppelbock.
Mm.
So I decided I was like, why don't I just put together a lighter style lager?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using corn or rice, we'll use honey.
Mm.
And next thing you know, we won a gold medal for it.
Not if only you had, I don't know, the beer with you. So everybody could. Oh wait, there it is. 100% that be. I love the name
Yeah.
of that beer.
Well, a little bit about the name. Bianca, our now former um, marketing coordinator,
Yeah,
she,
she dipped out.
being the name of Bianca, she went by B with a lot of people, and so we thought it'd be funny to let her name this since it was a honey beer, honey lager.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what she came up with. We like it. One honey percent. That be.
Nice. Now, okay, so it's local honey, right?
Yes.
Uh, Chris just gets on. I see your chat there. Chris, of course, owner of Backfish, founder Bianca Salazar. That's his comment. So we can take your questions there if you're typing. I believe on we're streaming currently. Caleb, I don't know if you've ever streamed in all these multiple locations at one time, but Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope/Twitter here on the Liquid Lunch stream. So anyway, if you have any questions for Caleb, I am checking out the chat currently, so I should be able to see him. So there you go. So okay, this beer, honey beer, is the category.
Hmm.
You beat out. Well, there was two other silver medalists. So here's the thing: if you go and look at the U.S. Open, so go to usopenbeer.com, just usopenbeer, all one word.com. You can see a list of, I think, let's see, the list of this year's winners, slash 2020. But anyway, you can find the link on there. That's not like a quick, easy thing. But if you look at the honey beer category, and I don't know, I'm going to have to look and see. I believe this is the only category. There was two silver medalists and another bronze. So in some of these categories, they didn't even, if the beers aren't good enough, then they don't give medals
Yeah.
at all, right? Um,
Uh,
here, there were so many good beers that you beat out. That means the competition was so high that one can only surmise or conclude that you have made one of the greatest beers of all time.
Thank you.
So, and that's not me saying this. These are judges. These are U.S. Open beer judges. These are no slacks. These are some of the greatest palates. Like if you look at their tongues, they sing without even singing. That's how good they are. But you beat. Let's see. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but out of Quebec. So this is the U.S. Open beer, but you beat out multinational beers. You beat out.
Yeah, there was international breweries that entered this competition.
Yeah, Lakefront Brewing in Wisconsin, and then the bronze Brew Monkey Beer Company. Where are they? It just says Texas.
I do believe they're in San Antonio.
Okay, so Texas is the honey beer capital of the world, apparently.
Yep.
And I mean that's all we can surmise. I keep using the word surmise. I guess is that summarize? Am I using that right?
Yeah, my vocabulary. All that.
Seems like a good one. It's right above the hemp beer category. Any?
Yeah, that's isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a new category. But anyway, Mercy Beers. Mercy Beers watching. So this is a multinational viewership now. Hey, Mercy Beers, all the way from England. He was wanting to know if B Positive was taken. The name B Positive. Probably, right?
I would imagine it's a pretty good name.
Yeah. Any bee puns? Bee puns are great. Honey puns, sweet, anything sting, anything with the word sting. We did discuss that. It's not a show with Caleb if we don't talk a little wrestling. Sting back in pro wrestling, AEW. If anybody's.
He did.
Yeah.
At 61.
Is he really 61?
Yes. That hurts a little.
It does hurt, right? Because that was my hero growing up. One of them. He was one of the top ones. Right?
But the face paint, gives him a couple of years, off.
Yeah, with it on. I bet all those years, it'd be a wonder to look at his skin after that many years of wearing. I hope it's not lead based.
I was kind of hoping he would go back to Surfer Sting.
That would be cool. He needs a full on wig though, because as Mercy Beer, that's a blend there. I don't know Mercy Beers if you're a pro wrestling fan. I think we've discussed it a little bit. I think he on one of his streams, he's a fight fan. We talked boxing and MMA and some pro wrestling. He said honeycomb over because Sting's not the scalp's been stung. Anyway, it's one of the great tragedies. Growing old, when it's like you look great with a big full head of hair, and if that becomes your identity, then later on, time for a whole new look.
I don't think pull the blonde flat top off, anymore.
Yeah, he would have to do like a cap, one of those caps, like the Guy Fieri hats.
Yes.
Anyway, but enough about that. Let's get back to your beer. So ABV on this did I see 7%? Is that why is 7% popping out in my head?
This one's comes in at 5.2.
Okay.
Real easy drinker. The base beer for it's American lager, like American premium lager. So it's really easy drinking. It's only got about 9 IBUs.
Okay. Oh, so super light, super approachable is I guess the word we use for that's the word. That's the code word for if you don't like hops, basically.
Yeah.
Mercy Beer says he's a massive wrestling fan and that he used to watch a lot of local wrestling over in England pre-COVID when they were still doing live shows. Yeah, Mercy Beers, if you're ever coming back to Texas, Caleb actually dipped his toe in the industry. But yeah, that'd be fun. Like where he's at, not far from, I think Booker T maybe, is probably just walking around somewhere out there in Pearland right now. Maybe. Just doing spinneroonies randomly. He's there south of town, somewhere south of town. Is he still
what?
Texas City?
I think that's where his school is.
Isn't it an old mall? Or it was?
Yeah. The mall of them, was it Mall of the Mainland or something like that?
Okay. Yeah. A lot of Houston area pro wrestlers. We got Booker T. We got hey Jeffrey, how's it going? Um, oh, Jeffrey wanting to know if you would ever. Well, that's yes. So a former beer life of yours, you had a beer called Donkey Lady,
I did, yes.
and he wants to know if there would be something of a throwback to something like that. But I want to say that some of those flavors and some of that approach is something you've worked on.
Yeah, I've done some similar things to Donkey Lady here at Backfish. I did a caramel apple, not not just a green apple.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I've played off that.
Yeah, that was fun. Back to pro wrestling. I guess we'll just. Kennedy's not here, so he can't stop me from talking about whatever I want to talk about. And because anytime Kennedy, and since he's not here, I can also make fun of him without him huffing. That's the Kennedy huff. Like whenever you, that's what you hear in the background, and then he interrupts and says something that doesn't relate. But Mercy Bear says his brother trained until recently with Zach Gibson and James Drake of NXT, or NXT UK fame. Do you either of those
Cool.
names? You know those names? You're more up on the newer people than I am, I think.
I don't keep up with the NXT UK. I don't really.
Yeah,
I got some time for some other things.
that's right. You got to brew, right? You can't just watch wrestling all day. It's not like um yeah, I don't know. Okay, so okay, question though. I mean, Sting is kind of an obvious because of the name, but if you're going to compare this beer to a pro wrestling or like legend, style wise, approach wise, who would it be?
Man, this is a tough one. Any era, like,
Yeah, any era.
oh man, maybe Dusty Rhodes, man. He was too sweet to be sour.
That is super true and super fun. Uh,
And,
what was that?
and the polka dots.
The polka dots. It is a little bee like. Had good moves, so this one's going to lend to dancing. I would imagine if you have a couple of them. Um, get you to the P window, the American Dream Dusty Roads. That's my prize. Foamy had 13 checking in all the way from Louisiana. Hello, John. No beer for you working today. That's okay. That's okay. There's one at the end of the day. If you're coming back into town and you're south of town. Oh, speaking of, if he is south of town, where can one get this award-winning 100% that be?
This beer is only available in our tap room.
But in cans, as you showed.
Yeah, we have cans. They come in 4 packs, 16-ounce cans for $14,
Mm.
and there's not a whole lot left.
When it's gone, will you be brewing it again since it is an award-winning, world-class?
I mean, there's always that possibility. I can't make any promises.
Okay. All right, so that means you must get to Pearland. And while you're there picking up your beer, I can't even, I shouldn't say the word out loud because that means I'm going to have to drive down to see you. But I recommend the Reuben. I said it. Chris
Great set.
made me one of the best sandwiches ever. It was after we did our last episode of Interbrews, which you can go back and see. I think it was like 249, a couple episodes back, a few episodes back. Hey, Jose, how's it going? But one of the best sandwiches I've ever put in my mouth. It was fantastic. And the pickles and all y'all, are there pickles left? Are there?
Oh yeah, I mean we're making them constantly.
Okay. I know they go fast. Hopped pickles, everyone. There at Backfish currently, full menu. So if maybe you're not in the mood for a full-on Reuben, maybe maybe you're looking for something light, or you're looking for something a little more. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't want a Reuben, but they have other options. So many other options. Full menu.
Oh yeah.
All in-house, made to finest ingredients, made with love and care, and then whatever your heart desires, and to go with whatever. So let me ask you this: when you go in, what would you pair with the 100%? What would you?
Man, I 100%. I got to go with like just something, just a snack on like hummus for our beer cheese. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah. It probably like a good snacker would be like something salty, a little salty because you got the sweet and the salty, or not the sweet, the
Exactly.
subtle. The honey like kind of gives you a sweet kind of thing, but it's not like
Yeah.
over the top sweet.
No, it's definitely not over the top. It's on the back end. It's nice, subtle honey, flavor.
Let's see. Oh, Mercy Beer's drinking an American brown ale called Seasons Dictate from Good Things Brewing. Good.
Mm.
Sounds good. What's more like? Do people like over here? I don't feel like English brown ales. I like a good English brown ale. Sometimes I'm in the mood for that style, but I don't know. Sometimes like that I like the hoppy, little hoppier American style as well. I'm trying to think.
The,
Okay.
the style's really not that popular over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Malty sweet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of. I don't know. It's in the like. I think the English styles are on like their spectrum is a little more nuanced between
Hmm.
like their IPAs and the ESBs and the SBs and the Bs and the
Well, it's almost like if the beer doesn't go good in a cask, it's not. They're not making it.
yeah, yeah. It's like that's one thing I respect so much about England. They've been in their beer culture. It's been around for so long. It's like we know who we are. We don't have to.
Yeah.
Like I feel in America, we like to do crazy things off, but sometimes I feel maybe we're still trying to prove ourselves a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe a
I
little
mean,
bit.
when it comes to countries, we're the youngest, right?
That's true. We're scrappy, but maybe we don't have that inner confidence of knowing that's fine. I don't know. Oh, Mercy Beers has not he said too sweet to be sour. Was that not superstar Billy Graham?
I think that was a line that Dusty borrowed from him.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, back in the day,
I wasn't a huge Billy Graham fan.
right? Well, evangelist or the superstar, either one.
Superstar.
Yeah. I Billy Graham. I would like to hear the evangelist cut a promo. Like, I feel like maybe like at the end of all of his sermons, that was kind of like him cutting a promo, but he was cutting it for the Almighty. I wonder if they ever met.
Maybe. You never know. Probably.
Yeah, probably. How do you not? Um, let's see. Oh, hey, Philip, what's up, man? Yeah, he says we keep trying, experiment, and find new things, and not stay with the status quo. That's true. Even our traditional styles have morphed quite a bit. Like if you look over the last 10 years or so,
Look at XP alone.
yeah, right. All right, so obviously we want to celebrate that you've got this award-winning beer again. Everybody jumping in and have been here since the very beginning. We are talking about the honey beer category grand champion, the winner of winners, the champion of champions, the 100% That Be from Backfish Brewing in Pearland, Texas, brewed by that man you see there. Not just a great brewer and a good friend, but a good-looking dude. Look at that. Just
Appreciate that.
yeah. Okay, so it is. We are smack dab in the middle of holiday season, in Christmas, Advent, the end of the year, maybe the end of existence as we know. It just seems everything's up in the air. It seems like any of those things would offer up a good time to have a beer. So, what else you guys got on tap right now? If somebody's going to come down to buy some 100% or 100% That Be, what else can they walk away with?
Look at our wall. I mean, we've got something suitable for everyone. We've got light beers, we've got IPAs, we've got double IPAs. Our seltzer on tap. We've got our passion fruit guava seltzer, our Kool-Aid stuff. We've got 5 different sours on tap right now. We've got something for everybody. We've actually got a couple of cool events coming up too.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, like this weekend we're having like a holiday market. You know, Santa Claus is going to make an appearance.
You don't say.
That's what I hear. And then also on the 19th, we're having a Sithmas.
Sithmas.
Yes, Star Wars Christmas.
Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, we made it a thing.
That's out of this world.
I can't say for sure, but anytime we've ever done anything Star Wars ish,
Mm-hmm.
there's been a stormtrooper or two here.
Really?
Yeah, just saying.
Okay. So, jump in your cruiser, or what would a family fly around in the Star Wars universe? That little, because that thing that Luke had was just a 2-seater. That's not family friendly. He had his droids all strapped to the.
Yeah,
Was there like a station wagon version?
it's kind of like I guess what the Mandalorian now has. It's got a whole nother cabin down there.
Yeah, yeah, that's something like
It's
that.
white.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, okay, what's the date on Sithmas?
The 19th.
Okay, so a week. That's a week. Or is that this Saturday? Or a week from Saturday? Week from Saturday. This Saturday is the 12th.
A week from Saturday.
Okay, so yeah, the day, everything's coming up quick. This has been a quick. I mean, I know we're only on the 8th, but it already feels like when you start talking about things on the 19th and then Christmas and all the things, it feels like this season is just
Yeah.
like a rocket, like a space rocket, like a Star Wars space rocket. Okay, Jose says Mary Sith. Jose says Mary Sithmas sounds like something Mike Tyson would say. Hey, Bianca. Bianca jumping on the Facebooks there. How are things? We're celebrating your beer, Bianca. So, congratulations on the gold medal. Where does the gold medal reside?
You know what? We haven't even gotten it yet.
Do they should send you multiple copies?
They should.
Kind of like for the janitor and stuff on the World Series team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need everybody involved. Would you wear it? Like, how long are you going to wear it?
Oh, if I could,
Uh-huh.
I would never take it off.
I think if I were going to do a beer competition, I think the gimmick you need, like medals are great. People love medals. Belt might be cool. But or like just a really big medal, maybe with a clock. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the U.S. Open. That's like what they ought to do. We've got GABF. They got U.S. Open. Or what are there's World Beer Cup. That's every 2 years, right? There's some other big competition, but they should have how golf has the Grand Slam kind of stuff. There should be Grand Slams of beers.
Or baseball.
Yeah. Huh? No. Like tennis. You watch tennis? A lot of tennis?
Not really.
Oh. Well, in tennis, they have the 4 main championships. They have the French, the British, Wimbledon, and I guess... No, wait. What is it? The U.S. Open, Wimbledon, which I guess that's over in England, Australian, and then whatever else. They have the Grand... You can get the Grand Slam. I don't know. I just like a Grand Slam. Shouldn't have to go to... What was that?
Why are they copying baseball?
Well, they're either baseball or Denny's.
It'd be cool if they gave jackets.
Yes. What color would you... Okay, French Open, says Mercy Beers. Is that for the...
It'd have to be gold, right?
Gold? Yeah, like
black.
Something. I mean, beer colors are all the spectrum.
True.
So, I don't know, like each one could be a different SRM.
Depends on your category to what color jacket you get.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of jackets.
True.
But with the internet these days, you can get something made of anything. Belts are best, says Jose. I think a belt would be cool.
Like a belt buckle or like a championship belt?
Well, does it have to be different? Like, okay, so if you're doing like rodeo, like if you're saying like Texas-centric, belt buckle, big one, but still a buckle. But I think a championship belt where you can throw it over your shoulder, to me,
yeah,
I think,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'd never take that off.
Yeah.
Either.
Right. Jose says championship belt. That would be sweet. You could throw on your speaking of champ, you could throw on your luchador mask.
Huh?
Yeah,
for
well,
sure.
I mean, if you had one.
If I had one.
Yeah. I mean, if you knew somebody that had one. Do you know anybody? I mean,
I got connections.
okay. Okay. Sorry. I almost blew your identity there. Jeffrey says Goodwill is probably a good place to get the different jacket colors. It's probably true.
Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah. Jose, we don't know about boxers. Boxers are phallic. I don't know. What?
The
I don't know.
boxers are what?
I don't know. Somewhere the chat's gone awry. Rye beer. Do you have any rye beers? Bring this thing back into beer.
Well, yeah, actually, not right now. We did have a homebrew competition, and the winner was a rye IPA.
There you go. This is where I can promote other. We talked about this last week, so this isn't a spoiler alert. There's a new or a competition coming up. The Rogue Brewers up there, 59. Well, let's see. Yeah, just way north of you, 59 north, right? In the Humble area. Yeah, they're doing a s'more beer challenge, and the judging will take place at Thistle Draft Shop.
Really?
I believe celebrity judge will be in the house.
Oh.
So.
Who's the celebrity?
I'm using the term celebrity loosely.
Who's the celebrity?
Me. Oh, I mean, I'll be one of Mary. Mary, I think maybe judging.
Mary.
Yeah, the owner, Mary Thorne, owner of Thistle.
Oh, okay.
See, I forget. Yeah, I forget that you don't get to get up north of town. So that's the great thing about Houston. Anybody?
That's a long ways away.
Mm-hmm. It's like a whole other place, but not. It's like you're still there. Jeffrey bragging that he's going to win that one. I'm anxious to see the different interpretations on the on all this on all the s'more beers. Have you ever? I just picked up the Dogfish Head s'more beer to do a little, training because I will be helping with judging as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
The celebrities.
Yeah. So I've been eating lots of s'mores. It's called training. If you were going to craft a s'more beer, what would be your approach? Would you want more smoke? Would you want more mellow? How do you like your s'mores?
I don't really care for smoke. Definitely got to have the graham cracker come through.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate's got to be there. I think the chocolate needs to be subtle, and then a big marshmallow, just toasted marshmallow.
So how do you get toasted marshmallow into a beer?
Well, you toast some marshmallow, and then you put it in the boil.
Okay. All right. That's just it.
That's the way I would do it.
And that's all that flavor will come because, like, you wouldn't just stick a marshmallow in the bottle and then cap it.
I would be afraid of bottle bombs at that point.
Or
there is refillable sugar in there.
Yeah. And then Mercy Bear says any s'more beer has to be imperial stout. Would you agree with that?
I don't think so.
Mm.
A lot of times the bigger like imperial stouts and stuff is so hard to get flavors to come through because you've already got so many like roasts and chocolate already going on.
Okay.
You're fighting against that.
Ah, yes, it is so big itself. So you need a body that's a little more subtle.
Yeah, I think a more neutral beer. Like if you're going to do a stout, like back off the roasts in your chocolate malt, and try to let your ingredients show through your adjunct.
Ah, okay. What if you just put the stout with like a graham cracker stout, on tap, and then at the end just threw in a roasted marshmallow, like on tap, like on top, just boom.
Oh, in the beer?
Yeah.
Like in the glass or what?
Yeah.
That would work. Like some cold hot chocolate.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Marshmallow. I think that seems like it would be different. Like, would you use like a actual just full on like you'd roast them first? Would you roast them over the fire to get that kind of thing, or would that even stay?
I figured you would have to. I mean, that's what a s'more is, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Jeffrey says 2 pounds of marshmallows to 1 gallon of wort. And he said that.
There you go. He's already got it.
Yeah. How many is 2 pounds of marshmallows? That's a lot of marshmallows. They don't weigh anything.
They don't. It's sugar, vanilla, and air.
Yeah, it's like 95% air.
Yeah.
That's a literal.
These are they going to use vegan marshmallows so that everyone can enjoy it?
Oh, oh, oh. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Vegan mellows. I don't know. What what do they put in marshmallows that's not vegan?
gelatin.
What does gelatin come from?
It's an animal product.
Is it?
Yeah,
What part of the animal is the gelatin?
man, don't start me. I don't want to get like calls from PETA or anything like
Oh,
that. But I do
Jose,
believe it's like
like
what, hooves and things.
oh, like bones and hooves and Jose says bones.
Maybe.
Interesting. Like the bone marrow.
I mean, the factory's right next to the glue factory for a reason, right?
Their fall festival at the glue factory is fantastic. Animal bones and marshmallows. I didn't
That's
know.
kind of a sticky situation, right
Yeah, we shouldn't make light of it. But we don't have much information, so we just have to fluff for a while.
there. Marshmallow fluff.
Yeah. Animal bones. So marshmallows.
Marshmallow fluff on a peanut butter sandwich, awesome.
Yeah. Do y'all have that there? Is that on the menu?
We don't, but we should.
You totally should.
Pushing for it.
Jose says skin and tendons. Okay, I think Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Tendons and ligaments as well as bones. All that is in marshmallows. Collagen,
Yeah,
dude. College. So it's like a Hollywood like movie star party.
yeah,
Oh,
just yeah.
I wonder if they do like marshmallow masks then instead of like the injections. They can just put like marshmallow cream all over your face.
That would be awesome. I think I might do that if that would be beneficial. I'm all about it. I might even try.
Yeah, why not? And then you can just eat it when you're done.
Exactly.
Just
Well, might be a couple hairs,
it's fine.
in the beard, but you know,
If you have a beard, you're constantly pulling hairs out of your mouth anyway.
true.
Little known fact to all you non-bearded people, Tammy. I don't know if you knew that. Mercy Berry says vegan gelatin is seaweed.
Well, there you go.
And then gelatin boiled pig hooves. Pig's hooves. More than one pig. Multiple pigs. Interesting. I wonder if there's a different, like, huh?
There's pig's feet and marshmallows.
I had no idea that marshmallows were so close to, like, Texas barbecue and all the best things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Anyway.
Something new every day.
You do. It absolutely. All right. Let's swing it back around. I don't want to keep. I know do you have a busy day ahead of you? Is that just my? I don't know. If we're looking at the U.S. Open beer, is how many? Well, you just made this beer not that long ago. We talked about it on your episode of Interbrews. If anybody wants to, I think it's 249. If anybody wants to go back and listen to that full episode, or watch the video on YouTube. Currently, go subscribe on Interbrews YouTube page. If you're watching Liquid Lunch on YouTube, jump over to Interbrews. Subscribe there as well. Was this the only beer you guys entered, or were there other beers that you entered?
We put in a couple of beers just to see if anything else would hit.
Okay. Texas represented pretty well in this one.
It did.
As I scroll up, and everybody loves to watch people scroll up and then read. It's almost like every other category.
Pearland, represented pretty well in it.
Yeah, Vallenson's just like a literal hop, skip, and a jump from where you are right now. Their oatmeal stout, which was also a gold winner at GABF, won the silver medal, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a gold and beating out two other silver medalists, but that's pretty good. So, Val and them, have you been over to see the construction so far? The expansion?
I haven't been over there recently.
They just started the expansion I think this week, or maybe late last week. I don't know. You should go check out they're about to expand. More if you didn't already have enough of a reason to go to Pearland to see Backfish and now more. All the more. All the more. Let's see. Yeah, they won silver for oatmeal stout. Who else in California? Sorry, I just read that. In Texas.
New Magnolia.
Yeah, what category were they?
I want to say they won a medal for light lager.
Okay, okay. So ales are first. So let's see. We had a silver medal, Buckskin Brewing, which Buckskin, I believe that's.
Where is that?
I think it's near Beaumont. I think they're new, very new. Petty Colas up in Dallas. They won numerous medals. The Royal Scandal for English Pale. Where else? Let's see. We'll probably go over more of this on Thursday for the big show, everybody. So, let's see. Where else? Texas. Let's see. There's Valenciennes for oatmeal stout. There's silver. Oh, two in the American Imperial Stout. If anybody's looking for Imperial Stouts, the Black Curtains from Petty Colas, they won gold there. And then Tups, their full-grown man, got silver. Lakewood won for Imperial Stout Specialty. I don't know what the difference is.
Must be the Citrus.
Something. Yeah, they the Dallas area. Kicking butt in the stout genre. Brutorium, that's Austin area. Let's see, they're Old Whistle Britches for Old Ale. As I scroll down, see, like in the barley wine specialty category, they awarded a gold medal but no other. So that tells me not as much competition. Like you had to beat out two that got silver medal. They were so good. Another Petty Colas there in Scottish Ale. They got the silver for Scottish Ale. 903 got the strong Scottish Ale.
Oh, strong.
Mm-hmm. Petty Colas a bronze for Velvet Hammer in the Imperial Red. Petty Colas, man.
Petty Colas, job.
Yeah. Let's see. Where else? Well, okay, I could scroll through all of these. I know that Allstott won for their light beer. I know that you said New Magnolia here in Houston. They're brewing up a lot of good beers, too.
Yeah.
Buckskin won.
I believe Eighth Wonder.
Yes. Did I skip? I saw it earlier. They're what is it? The coffee. The name.
For the Rocket Fuel.
Rocket Fuel, yes. Bankhead Brewing. I don't know where they are. There's so many breweries now.
Are they on a river? Or?
I hope so. Alexandria Brewing for Cecilia's Grace Trappist Style Quad. Yeah. That's actually a pretty cool thing. When you see a brewery, there's Allstott for their light beer, American light beer. There's a brewery from Luxembourg. They're Pils. You know what's interesting to me? International style Pilsner, infamous here in Texas, won the bronze. But international style Pilsner, all three beers are from America: Missouri, Georgia, and Texas. And then, but you know that like up in the German lager / Pilsner category, the first one was a German brewer. And then the silver was from Luxembourg. I mean, back in the day, you were like, oh, you got to go over to Europe to get those European style beers and have them imported in or whatever to try what's authentic. But it sounds like and looks like, just based on the judging standards, that American brewers are brewing better European styles than European brewers in a lot of cases.
Is that like Americans in wrestling having the Intercontinental Championship, but never defending it outside of the United States?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Calling it the World Series, and it's like the only other country involved is right across the border in Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah. OHB, Oak Highlands Brewery, won for Hellerbach or Maybach.
Whose?
Yours? Yorbach? There needs to be a Yorbach. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go over more of this. Oh, let's see. Feisty Redhead from Hop Fusion Ale Works. They're vegetable beer. That must be like a... one is a rhubarbian. Rhubarb. Yeah. You ever brewed with a rhubarb?
Yes, actually. I've got a strawberry rhubarb sour on tap right now.
Oh, There you go. How much do you put more rhubarb in a strawberry rhubarb beer or marshmallow in a s'more beer?
Ooh, tough question. I don't know.
Has anybody ever done a rhubarb marshmallow beer?
You know what? I can't recall.
Me neither.
I've never used rhubarb until this point.
No. It looks like a celery stalk, right?
Looks like a fancy celery stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hoity-toity celery. Eighth
Yeah,
Wonder.
look at me, I'm good.
Coffee beer. There you go. Yeah, they went ales, lagers, and then like these other like rye Rogan beer.
Rogan.
Yeah, and then there's Honeybee, honey beer, number 100% that bee, gold medalist Backfish, bronze summer lightning ale from Brew Monkey Beer Company, and then I believe does that wrap up all?
Monkey. Is that have anything to do with Scott Metzger or whatever?
No, that's just beer. That's just his Twitter handle.
That was his Twitter handle.
He was off Twitter for quite some time, and then jumped back on not that long ago. And I don't know that he's been back on since. He was there for a few days. Let's see, Lion's Share 8, Lakewood Brewing for spirits, barrel aged beer, non-whiskey, and brandy barrels. We're getting specific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like delineating between barrels.
Barrel aged categories.
Yes, rum barrel aged beer, Martin House. They won the gold for their Colombiana. Yeah, that's kind of cool though, because like a barrel aged beer is not just a barrel aged beer. There's a lot of difference between rum and whiskey and.
Oh, for sure. We actually just put a rum barrel aged stout out in the tap room,
Mm-hmm.
and it tastes a lot different than the stout that we put in the whiskey barrels.
Yeah, that's completely different flavors, completely different. Like one is rum. I mean, rum's like the islands. Johnny Depp dressed as a pirate kind of thing. Whiskey's more of like grab a banjo or a something. I don't know. It's just completely different vibes. Let's see, experimental beer. See what now is experimental. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what's experimental?
I mean, it's normally a beer that doesn't fit into any other category.
Okay.
And you got a beer, you're going down the list, where can I enter this? And whenever you reach that final category of experimental and you can't find anything else, that's experimental beer.
Okay. Well, I think if I just read the name of the beers and what was in that category, it would have answered that question. So Lakewood, they won for their Sin Mint Temptress, which I guess is thin mints. But then the silver was a Sunset Sherbet. Do you say sherbet or sorbet?
Sherbet. I'm a sherbet guy.
Yeah. And then the bronze was a cobbler hugs.
Is that a shoemaker or?
Yeah. A bunch of elves that couldn't make the show in the North Pole. They're making shoes now. How many times have you seen Elf so far this season? How many times have you watched Elf?
You know what? I actually watched just the other night on Netflix. There's a show about like the behind the scenes of your favorite Christmas movies.
Uh-huh.
This episode is on Elf.
Okay.
Did you know that Will Ferrell was not the first person they intended that for?
No, who was?
Chris Farley.
Okay. I don't know that.
Forget how old that Elf movie is.
2005?
I think it's older than that.
Really?
Yeah, I have to go back and look.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I guess you also have to look in. They were trying to get that movie made for years before it actually got made.
That makes sense. I just can't imagine, now that I've seen it 150 times, I can't imagine anybody other than Will Ferrell as Buddy the Elf.
Because Will Ferrell was pretty much unknown except for Saturday Night Live at that point.
Yeah, had more cowbell? Had that even happened? That whole
I don't know.
Night at the Roxbury?
Came out the same time that Old School came out.
Elf did?
Yes,
Oh, so that's earlier than 2005. That's like 2002,
2000.
2000. Yeah,
Yeah, something
early.
like that.
Yeah, that's wow. Like last century.
And
Uh,
Macaulay Culkin 40. You know, it's
oh God, that's crazy. Let's see. Sessions beer. Okay.
okay.
Texas White Rock Ale House and Brewery. That's a winner. There's a Spanish brewery that won for near gluten free. I like how they say near gluten free lager. They can't say 100%, but
Near.
near.
I think you can call it that if you use the enzyme that reduces gluten.
Okay. All right. Tea beer. Tea beer is one. Nut beer.
Is that testosterone or what?
It's,
Or the tea?
I think it's actual nuts. There's a peanut butter beer.
Really? Oh, there's a lot of peanut butter beers.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And then they go category non-alcoholic, and I don't know that any Texas beers entered anything
Wow.
there. Well, one category is root beer. So anyway, uh, oh, they did a whole category for the Black is Beautiful Imperial Stouts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that's that whole thing. That was Marcus over at Weathered Souls. That's like that's
Yeah.
his category. That's awesome. All right. Well, Caleb, this was going to be a quick 15-minute little chat, and it's turned into almost a whole show. We started a little bit before noon, so everybody a little taste of what's to come on Thursday.
Yeah.
But I don't want to keep you longer than any longer than need be, because I know you've got honey beer, one honey
And I'm out of
that you're
liquid lunch.
right. You had your liquid lunch. Everybody remember that you can full menu of food. They're a restaurant. Backfish Brewing is a restaurant.
Open 7 days a week.
Yeah, 7 days a week. Sithmas, Christmas celebrations. Jeffrey says 2003 for Elf.
Okay.
The people have spoken. Yeah, so there you go. Mercy Beer says Trappist style is a misnomer. Oh, now we're getting educational here. Trappist style is a misnomer. You can't have Trappist style because you're not Trappist monks. That's true. Abbey style, yes, but Trappist style, not right. Correct.
No one can make a Kolsch outside of.
Cologne. Yeah. Or like champagne. It's only sparkling wine, no matter how many bubbles you put in it. Did you know that there is I don't know if they're Trappist, but there is a monastery in Arkansas that is a brewery.
In Arkansas.
Yeah.
That has a brewery?
Yes.
What's it?
I knew you were going to ask me what it's called. Something like Hillbilly Brothers or something like that.
Really?
I saw they dress like monks, the full robes and the beards and everything. And then when they speak, full on Arkansas. Yeah, we're doing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I haven't visited yet.
I need to visit.
Yeah, it's not far from Hot Springs, so it's on the western side of the state, which is the pretty area anyway. So when you're driving in, say from like Texarkana, if you go to stop at Pecan Point, eat there, and then travel into Arkansas, and on the west side of the state, from Little Rock over all the way up and down, that's where all the good breweries are, because everything else is mostly dry counties. I believe my hometown is finally getting a brewery. Country Monks. Country Monks is what Tammy says. That sounds about right.
Are they Trappist brewery?
I don't know that they're Trappist.
You have to be certified.
I think so. I know there's one in like New Mexico, I believe.
New Mexico or Arizona, one of the two. It's somewhere over there.
Okay, Subiaco, Arkansas, which is, not too far from Hot Springs. I think maybe northwest of Little Rock. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe getting closer up to like, I don't know. Not quite.
Not that way.
Yeah, but that whole area, it's a beautiful driving area. So I say go there in the fall, and then there's a bunch of good breweries up that way. But this is not an Arkansas show. This is a Texas show. Oh, they are Abbey. They are. It's an actual
Oh,
Abbey, but I'm not Trappist. Trappist is like you can get your black belt, but then you have to like have gone to get the red sash or something. I don't know how it works.
you got to break brick.
Yeah, yeah, it's something. Gilbert, Arizona, Desert Monks Brewing. That's the one. Okay, Arizona. There you go. They're Trappists. They're like they got the certification. They put in the work. So
Sir,
yeah, certified Trappist. It's like it's so funny that it's all these old school 1,000-year-old monasteries and then Gilbert, Arizona. So anyway, but whatever. It's cool. It's all good beer. It's all good to talk about. So anyway, well, Caleb, thanks for jumping on. Just kind of last minute last night. Kennedy, thanks for not being here today. Thanks for allowing for just a complaint-free show.
yeah, for sure. And we got to talk wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. Any more wrestling news you want to talk about? Or old school?
Hey, does he have a problem with me every time I'm on the show? He's never around.
No, he's dedicated to Thursdays, and I think Thursdays. I don't know. Have you last time? Have you been on a Thursday in a while?
It's been a while.
Yeah, you were one of our first guests ever.
Yeah.
So need to
In studio.
In studio. That's right. So, and you're always welcome here too, as well. We have open mics ready for you. It's labeled Caleb. So
Just sit. Okay.
yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, don't want to keep you.
I'll have to come up and bring some 100% that bee.
Okay, I won't stop you. I'll even pay your tolls. I'll get on that website and pay your tolls up the Grand Parkway
Oh man.
if I can afford it.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
All right. Well, Pearland, everybody, that's the place to be. Check out their Facebooks and the Twitters and all the things for their upcoming events. Sithmas, if you're a Star Wars fan and Christmas and you just can't get enough of all that. And you can, even if you're not, I think, what the Star Wars does, wearing like a stormtrooper helmet or a whatever, it's like it's a mask, but it doesn't have to be like a restrictive mask. It's like, we're doing this because the Force is with us. So anyway, all right. Well, Caleb, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna hit this thing, and I guess I'll end the call. I think I'll do that. How about that?
All right.
All right. Toodles. All right. Caleb, everybody. Ooh, there's me. All right. There. I think it's that camera. Yeah, that camera. All right. Bye, Caleb. I'm gonna just end this here. Just like this, in the call. All right, that's how we do things there. Maybe I'll go back to this camera. A little off-centered. There we go. That's a closer camera. So, a good chat today. We'll wrap there, and that'll be it. We'll see you again here on Thursday. Kennedy will be here, I think. So we'll hear about whatever he did over the weekend. Don't forget to, if you have beers between now and Thursday, remember them. Let us know. Jump on and enjoy that show. So maybe I'll just do a show tomorrow. Every day? Yeah, we'll see. Anyway. All right, see y'all Thursday. For Caleb, I'm Josh. See you next time on Thursday.
The preceding has been a presentation of Stewed Productions.